Yesterday, we had a big win at the U.S. Supreme Court against the Biden administration's OSHA vaccine mandate. Essentially, this will allow employees of businesses with 100 more workers to not be forced to either get the shot or lose their job. This empowers our businesses to make the decisions that are right for them. This empowers employees to make the decisions. I joined this lawsuit on behalf of the state of Arkansas to ensure that we're protecting the individual freedoms of our Arkansas worker, to make sure that Arkansas workers are not forced to either get the shot or lose their job. Oh, I'm certain the number is in thousands, if not tens of thousands across the state, because so many of our businesses fall into that 100 or more employees, and particularly our larger manufacturing businesses, or even think about conglomerates of convenience stores, for example. Those businesses would have also fallen into it at a time when we are seeing it difficult for employers to hire people, to find those with experience and help. Then the last thing that we want to do is make it more difficult for hardworking Arkansans to retain their jobs. You can stand on any business, or rather any street in Arkansas with businesses, and see a help wanted sign. Now is the time to get people back to work and to get people staying at work to be able to provide for themselves and their families. Well, that would be up to the individual employer in order to determine whether or not they want to rescind the policy they had put in place. We saw the same thing occur during the Obama administration when they tried to change the exempt, non-exempt status. Arkansas, I was part of a lawsuit on behalf of the state of Arkansas that challenged the Department of Labor's overtime rule that was set to go into effect. Many companies went ahead and put it into effect. We won, and it stopped that from being implemented. The same thing is going on with the OSHA vaccine mandate. If a company went ahead and made that part of their policy, it's up to that company to change their policy and to instead look to the freedoms of their workers, to make sure that they are telling the Arkansas worker, we want you to come work here. We want you to be here. We also want you to be healthy, but we want you to make those decisions, what's right for you and your family as it comes to your health care. Well, again, it was a huge victory with the OSHA vaccine mandate. I am personally disappointed that the Supreme Court did not agree with us on the CMS vaccine mandate with regard to our healthcare workers. It is forcing healthcare workers in Arkansas to decide, again, whether or not to get the shot or to lose their jobs. And this is unfortunate, again, because too many of our healthcare workers, because of religious reasons, because of health reasons, are being forced to get a shot or to lose their jobs. Yes, there are other steps on both cases that we're watching with regard to the OSHA vaccine mandate. It is a stay, that rule has been stayed for the time being. The same with the CMS. We do anticipate further developments in these cases. However, at this time, the OSHA vaccine mandate for companies with 100 or more employees, that is off the table. Companies can now decide for themselves, and employees can now decide for themselves whether or not they should get the shot.